Oh, doctor.
You know it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look. Wrist breaker, wrist breaker. Wrist taker. I'm out here. Hit maker, hit maker. Let's go. Get paper, get paper. Oh yeah. Wrist breaker, wrist breaker. Wrist taker, wrist taker. I'm out here. Hit maker, hit maker. Let's go. Get paper, get paper. Oh yeah. 100 bowls, 100 hoes. I used to be pimping, ballin' out like John Morant, but I ain't from Memphis. When I'm at Detroit, I'm looking for peace to ball like a piston. If I get like double, I'ma be back so lower the ticket. For real. He say 17, I'm thinking 11. Who the fuck this nigga think he finessing? Want me depths, but saying it's pressure. Really might have to get buddy together. Over a verse, he put out desire. I gave him some depth like my nigga, that's better. Ain't no way you gon' finesse a finesse. Ain't no way you gon' finesse a finesse. True to this shit, I ain't new to this shit. 2014, the first time did a flip. Ain't got a pension, I made a decision that I'ma go hard and get richer than this. Capital P, not a pimp, I'm a player. Nothing but tens inside of the layer. Stacking this money, I got it in layers. Jay got a check, now we in the layer. I got a meeting, let's go to Vallejo. Now I'm in Cali with on Rodeo. We get the sauce, it's time to get lost. We get to the money and spread it like mail. Forever wait, nigga, I'm yelling for nail. Let's make a toast, we sippin' the nail. Came from the bottom, but we got it poppin'. Just look at the diamonds, they whiter than Yale. EC, stay with a blick. Oh man, is a pimp. Mooney Sal, turned in his bitch. Big Rod, hitting your bitch. Boss J, turning events. Flocko, taking a trip. TJ, making a hit. Forever wait records, yeah, that be the clip. Wrist breaker, wrist breaker. Wrist taker, wrist taker. I'm out here. Hit maker, hit maker. Let's go. Get paper, get paper. Oh yeah. Wrist breaker, wrist breaker. Wrist taker, wrist taker. I'm out here. Hit maker, hit maker. Let's go. Get paper, get paper. Oh yeah.
All right, all right. Can you hear me okay there? YK Supe?
Oh yeah, I can hear you good.
Okay, great. Okay, let me get into your information. Just played your video called Wrist Breaker, official music video directed by Dr. Premium TV. And let me get to you. About YK Supe. YK Supe is a rising artist from east side of Chicago and the CEO of Forever Way Records. Supe has been making music since a teen, but he put the world on notice a few years ago after graduating college and starting touring all over the United States from South by Southwest to opening for major artists at colleges, A3C, and various platforms. YK Supe has covered a lot of ground. He is the last winner, the last person to win the Verizon 300 ENT Freestyle 50 Challenge, where he beat out thousands of MCs. Actually, it was 100,000 internationally and 9,000 rappers in the United States that entered this contest, and he won out of the 9,000 people here in the United States and won a singles deal for $20,000 and with a debut single by platinum producer London on the Track. He was also co-signed by some of the biggest people in the industry, Malik Youssef, Kevin Liles, Young Dolph, rest in heaven. Sway, like Sway in the Morning. Big Boy in the Morning in California, and various other legends in hip hop, traveling all over the U.S., pushing his brand, and even has support internationally. And currently, YK is working to take Forever Way Records to the next level with the ambitions to have the #1 record company to become a vessel for other upcoming artists worldwide. And you can put your Instagram in the chat so people can follow you. So where did you grow up at, YK Supe?
Oh, first things first, I want to say thank you for having me. I think the video in the beginning was fly, man. I ain't
Did you
expect.
go on video?
One moment.
Okay. But you can still keep talking in the meantime.
Okay. But no, I want to say thank you first and foremost for having me on the platform. I think it was pretty fly, like how the video was in the beginning, man. That's one of my favorite records right now, So I appreciate y'all supporting that and appreciate y'all spinning that. But to ask your question, man, I'll answer your question, man. I'm from Chicago, East Side, born and raised. I done lived all around the city, but you know, the East Side is mainly where I'm known at. Um, yeah, man, shit, that's where I come from, though, Chicago.
So how was your life growing up?
My life was pretty good growing up. I just felt like you had your ups and you had your downs, but overall I'm blessed. Like I ain't wanna complain, like of course, humble beginnings, single mother, father wasn't poverty stricken area. But I feel like there was still a lot of positives, still a lot of things to learn from, people to, get wisdom from. As a kid I was outside, man, I had fun. I was at the park. I was really just an outside kid for real, man. School was cool. So yeah, I mean I had my hard times, but overall I can say I had a great childhood.
What brought you to the music industry?
The seed of music really been planted since I was real young. Now the music industry per se, I ain't gonna lie, the music industry kind of gravitated to me. I just jumped at different opportunity that was in front of me when I started taking it serious. And I feel like God show you signs for a reason. And yeah, man, just deciding that I wanted to pursue it and take it seriously after getting so much random support, it seemed to be working out. But I mean, I grew up on music, all type of hip hop. So I had a young parent growing up. But then I also was around like a lot of family members that had, classic records all the time. So I just always loved music. And when I started to see random support come in from it in different cities and different regions and different things like that, when I was just playing with it, that's what kind of made me say, all right, let's take it serious and see what comes from it. And it's been going up ever since.
Was anybody in your family involved with music?
Uh, Not on like a big scale, but my great uncle, he had a very successful choir. My uncle Ray is kind of interesting because this is something that I learned like into my adulthood a couple years ago, but he won a contest from Verizon for like $10,000 with his gospel choir. So, me and him have conversations. He was like, "Yeah, that music bug been in you. You may be on hip hop, but with gospel, I did a lot." And then I got people in my family that could sing and that were musically gifted, but nobody really tried to pursue it and blow up from it. And that's how it was with me. Like the time and the seriousness that I put into hip hop in general wasn't to blow up or be a star or fame or anything like that. It was just to get good at it to where I could feel respectable about what I'm doing and the people that's close to me listening. And then after I conquered that, then that's when I kind of like start really pursuing it.
Okay, that says a whole lot. So how was it growing up on the east side of Chicago? I'm familiar with the west side. I'm familiar with like George Daniels from George's Music Room and my guy George that was in the Isley Brothers um, videos, and he was in the front row at the Grammys with because his wife was the publicist for R. Kelly for years. So yeah, I'm very familiar with the West Side. But what was it like on the East Side in comparison to any other parts of Chicago?
The East Side is really rough. I mean, the whole Chicago is from North Side, South Side, everywhere got its area. But I think like with the East Side, it's South. So like if you're not from over East, you might consider it the South Side. But in Chicago, you got some people that say state to the lake. But with us, it's like from Stony Island to the water is considered the East Side. And nah, it was rough for real. Like man, a lot of fights. You definitely had to know how to defend yourself. Your awareness definitely had to be high. Like it was definitely a lot going on. But at the same time, when you a kid, you don't even know when you like living in poverty for real. You just being a kid and just understand like, okay, sometimes things is lit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not. Sometimes I can have, sometimes I can't have. But I feel like the East Side on the music sense is really unique because it's a lot of artists that was bred this way. Kanye West is from the East Side. Like his mama lived right on South Shore Drive. Bump J, East Side. G Herbo, East Side. Lil Bibby, East Side, who found Juice World. The drill music. The word drill. The music itself was created by Pac-Man. Now Chief Keef blew up from it, but it was Pac-Man and King Louie and them guys. Like who started the original term drill, and drill music. So I feel like the East Side is definitely rich in history. Like it's a lot of artists that came through and been pretty successful from this side. I would like to say.
Okay. Also, I just put your website in the chat, and I put first I put the about me, which they can see what I just read about you. Then I put the regular website, and at the very top of the website, just so people know, is his Instagram, his YouTube. Everything is up there. All the social media, Facebook, Spotify, TikTok. So it's all on that at the very top of the page. All they got to do is hit that link.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir. And shout out to anybody who give me a follow. I'll definitely be sure to follow you back and tap in. All DJs, all curators, tap in. We got some great music on the way. A project that's dropping in April with Make Your Ear Hot. We got a lot of great things coming.
that was my next question. How did you meet Make Your Heart?
I honestly met Darrell in the barber shop. Like it was real, like organic. Like it wasn't nothing forced. We got a common friend, Shamir. He's a great barber in the city, and I had been seen bro in a few times just in passing, but we ain't never really say too much. But Shamir was telling me like, cause I think this is a little bit. It's like a couple months before I opened up for Dave East, and I remember he was telling me like, man, my man's Darrell do the music. I think y'all should connect, man. Y'all two good brothers. I say all right, and just one day we was just at the shop at the same time, and I don't remember if he got it. I think he got his haircut first, but we was just talking about, just music in general. And then, throughout the conversation, we end up realizing that we both had a passion for music and a foot in the industry and just different things like that. And one of the things that amazed me is when he was showing me, first off, he was bigging up his artists. Like that was a nice green flag because he was selling it and doing it without them being there. And I'm like, and that's old school right there. Like that's real. Like that's how you push your artists. Like you can't just lean on the internet. You also gotta like really get up on people and tell them about it. And he was literally playing the music off of his phone. And the sound quality that came from the phone stuck out to me because I'm a big stickler when it comes to sound and balance and quality. So when he was like, "Yo, I got a studio," I got a lot of guys that come up to me and talk about how they got a studio, and then I hear it, and I be like, "Oh, it let me know everything I kind of need to know." But with bro, it wasn't forced. It wasn't. He wasn't like a shiesty car salesman, man. So I pulled up on him in the studio, and I started showing him some of my unreleased records, and he had artists around, and they was showing some of their beats, and we just end up like building from there. So to answer your question, I met him in the barber shop. but us locking in and going in on what we finna do with this project and the business we got in the future kind of came with us building over time organically, over this past year.
Yeah, to me that's like God working. I mean, I'm not trying to make this a religious call, but that sounds a lot like, just, I don't believe in coincidences. So for you guys to meet and start, networking and all of that, I consider that something that's really, an amazing situation and a godsend, so to speak. So, you know,
I agree.
okay. So, what you got coming up soon? You got some releases, you got some shows coming up.
Yeah, definitely. The release, man, we got this project. It's called The Motion Man. A lot of people rapping about motion, and they spell it Motion. But I feel like I've kind of created my own like little sub genre of hip hop called motion music because it's Mocean. Like motion, like having moves to make, but it's also like it's real wavy, like the sound. And when I was showing bro what I meant by it, he was digging it, like he seen the vision, and we worked already with some of the producers and engineers. Shout out E Will, shout out KF, shout out to the Cook Club, shout out WAP, Twizzy, shout out everybody, man. And we just started making some great music. And then we was already figuring out the business situation, like me and Darrell, and we had came like into common ground where it makes sense for everybody because our goals are the same. And man, we started putting it together and it sounded like a masterpiece. So y'all be on the lookout for the motion, man. Like when I tell you this tape, it got everything on it, man. It got real rap, like it got club record, like it's music you can ride to on the expressway. Like it definitely got a vibe, and I'm excited for y'all to hear it. So the motion, man, that's on the way. I also battle rap as well. I started taking it serious like around this fall, and I've been taking big strides with that. Like I just went viral. Like I got one clip that's probably got like almost a million views in total. It's about like 700,000 on my Instagram, 100,000 on my Facebook, about like 80,000 on TikTok, and there's probably some other pages I ain't even seen it. So I got some more big battles coming with that, which is also pretty exciting because a lot of artists like myself, if you heard my music, you wouldn't expect for me to be an elite battle rapper. And there's this stigma that a lot of battle rappers can't make songs, and a lot of artists that's been in the industry don't belong in battle rap. But my story of how everything came together kind of molded me to be able to do both. So that's another exciting feat in itself. So I got some battles coming up. But yeah, 420 weekend, April 18th. Tap in for the Motion Man, man. It's gonna be one of the hottest mixtapes on the street. And if any DJs need any records, man, add me on Instagram. I'll add you back. We can connect. I'll send some records out, and we gonna get it out here, and we gonna get it popping. Shout out to Make Your Ear Hot for sure. And Kermit, shout out to you as well for giving me the platform and helping connect the dots to shed light on what we got going on. I definitely don't take that for granted.
I appreciate that. Most young men won't even say that. You're very humble, appreciative young man. And like I said, I put his website in the chat. It's HTTPS two dots // YK Supe SUPE.com. And you got the About Me section, and you got the website. At the very top of the website is all his social media. Is right there. Yeah, you mentioned battle rap. I'm glad you said that because that was actually my next question. Is that historically people now, they used to call me the king of rap back in the day, but that's old school. That's like Run DMC and all that kind of stuff, right? But anyway, they would say that battle rappers don't make good rappers. So now, how do you transcend that? If that's true, I'm not saying it's true. I just heard it a lot.
Yeah.
Man, he's a battle rapper, but he can't make records because he's good at battles. He can battle this person, battle that person, but he can't put a hit song together. So how are you able to do both? Because I actually worked with a couple of battle rappers, and they had okay music, but I saw your video I played. That was like, oh my God, So I'm just saying. So how do you make the battle rap happen and still put out good music?
Cause honestly, the battle rapping found me. I think that's the difference with a lot of guys. Like a lot of guys been battle rapping and then they try to do music when battle rap ain't really moving how they wanted to. I can honestly say that I was bred in hip hop. Like the battling was in me before battling rapping was cool. Like, all right, so where I grew up, man, and when my cousins, when I was 11, 10 years old, and my cousins was on the block hustling, doing everything that they was doing, man, I used to be in my granny house playing the game, eating cereal like a regular kid, right? But then my cousins would probably come to the window and be like, "Hey, cuz, you want to go bring some money? You want $50?" And you got to mind you, $50 back then, especially to a 10 to 11-year-old, was a lot of money back then. When chips was still a quarter and candy was 10 cents, all this and that, right? So I used to be like, "What's up?" He's like, "Man, I need you to cook somebody for me." Like, I don't know, I just could battle rap. Like my family was known for cracking jokes, right? So you had to be quick on your feet with just remarks back and forth. But then it was also a passion for music, and battle rapping was just something that I did because people asked me to do it. I never aspired to be even a battle rapper. So mind you, when I won the Freestyle 50 competition, Sway was there, but Smack was there. He was one of the hosts and one of the judges. And at the day of the finale, they said that in order to win the money in the deal, we had to battle rap one another. So for me, it could have been anything: create a record, battle rap, whatever it took. I was gonna do to win when it had to do with hip hop. So almost 8, 9 years ago, like Smack, who was the biggest battle rap league owner in the world, was like, "Man, Soup, you ever thought about doing battle rap?" But I'm like, "Nah, bro, I got this song with London on the track." Like, nah, I ain't no battle rapper. But what ended up happening was, as of recent, uh, it was a it was a league in Alabama that was started up, and one of the guys that run the league knows that I had the capability. So he was just like, "Man, would you come and do this battle for us?" And I was just like, "Well, how much you got?" Like that was kind of my attitude for it, because the last time that I seriously battled somebody was for thousands of dollars. So he like, "Man, we don't got a lot of money, but we just need you, man." And I ain't gonna lie, OG always looked out for me. So I went and I did it. I tore the house down. They paid me $500. They took care of my travel and my stay. It was cool, like, cause Alabama, Huntsville, like my second home. And right after that, one of my OGs from the East Side, CEO 5000, whose family is from New York and Harlem and all that, like his family heavy in battle rap. He reached out to me and was like, "Yo, Soup, you back battle rap?" And I'm like, "Man, hell no." Nah. He like, "Excuse me, no cussing." I said, "Heck no." He say, "Well, I just seen you on Facebook. Like you had a video that showed that you was battle rapping." I say, "That was a favor." So then he was like, "Well, are you familiar with who Knowledge is?" And Knowledge got like the #1 battle rap blog in the world. Like he got like 500,000 YouTube followers, whatever, whatever. He told him my story. Knowledge was like, "Yo, I'm starting the league in Atlanta. I want you to come down and do it." Long story short, I went down there. I won again. And then I did another battle and then I won again. So I kind of like a phenomenon in the battle rap industry, because a lot of them, not all, but a lot of them kind of looked at me as an outsider, because it's like, it seems like I'm an industry guy that's infiltrating the culture, quote unquote. But in reality, like if they did their homework, they knew that I grew up on battle rap. Just because I chose not to do it didn't mean that I didn't have the ability. But I can honestly say I spent more hours working on my music and my craft in the music business more than I ever did battle rap. Like some people just got a gift with certain things. So, you could tell Steph Curry was born to shoot. Like he put hours in, but certain people just got certain things. So, to answer your question, that's how battle rap came about. But how do I handle both? I don't know. It's nothing but God, because I mean, I didn't put a rap song up and like it didn't got 10,000 views, and that's great. I put one battle rap clip up and it had almost 700,000. You see what I'm saying? So you kind of got to read the room. Like I'm looking at it as an opportunity to help build my core audience, because it don't feel like work. Like you mean to tell me I know who my opponent is? I get a chance to write it and memorize. It's like reading a movie script. You just got to perform it and do it. So I don't know. I just want to give the glory to God, Cause I've never heard nobody that make music like I make that can battle rap on a level, but that kind of keep a chip on my shoulder and keep me humble because I want to prove that I can be the first artist to go platinum and gold and tour and make millions of dollars and still battle rap because I love the essence of hip hop. Like it don't like I could, like I could, you get where I'm going with it. Like it's not about the money with battle rap. Battle rap just proves that I'm a great lyricist. You see what I'm saying? Because when you're coming up with a hit record, it's not always about how lyrical you are. It's about how you make people feel. So if I can rock these shows and do my thing like I've been doing and still be considered an elite battle rapper for myself, I've been proven I can prove one of my goals is that, I'm one of the best rappers to ever do it. To be elite on all levels, like that's my goal, and I got a lot of room to prove it. So I know that was kind of long-winded, but to really break it down and to make it make sense, like that's kind of where I'm at with it.
Yeah, I was about to put you in the waiting room. It was so long-winded. But in closing, I want to say, like you work with some. Right now I'm putting your video link in the chat. The video I played earlier, a lot of people probably missed. I put it in the chat, so y'all hit that in the chat. Copy that video, check it out. We had played it earlier. And what I want to close with is that you played with, you dealt with a lot of legends like Kevin Liles. I know him way back in like the early 90s at Def Jam and stuff. And, and Young Dolph, to even be able to name that name, even though he's not here with us anymore. And, Big Boy in the Morning out in California and Sway up in New York. These are some big names that you had a chance to really rub shoulders with. I mean, I saw a video of you on Big Boy's show with Kevin Liles sitting next to you. I'm like, wow, this guy's really, you got a bright future in front of you. So I just want to say congratulations on everything that you've already done. And congratulations, and I know you got some things that you're getting ready to do. And salute to you, Darrell, and the whole Make Your Heart team for helping you make this happen. And, with that, like I said, I have in the chat, I got your website, I got the link to the video, and we appreciate you stopping by. And I'm about to go to this beautiful young lady here next. And I will talk to you again sometime soon.
Most definitely, man. Thank you, Kermit. Thank you for having me. To God be the